Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe football show. It's time for your Leeds versus Crystal Palace pre-match chat. There is another chance for a massive step towards Premier League survival. I am massively confident for this fixture and believe Leeds United will come through it with 3 points in the bag and almost safe. We're not too far away now. Massive games this weekend that can impact the relegation dogfight as well. And we could be looking at a massive 3 points on Sunday, looking at the land in the table and thinking, you know what? I think we've just about done enough. But listen, someone said to me the other day, don't count your chickens before they have hatched. But I'll repeat what I said to them at the time. Leeds United's Javi Gracia are ready to cook an omelette. We don't need to wait for these, chicks to hatch. We're about to break them and make an omelette out of them. I expect Leeds United to cook against Crystal Palace. And again, I see another comfortable win, much like I did against Nottingham Forest. But listen, we'll go into the fine minutiae detail. Please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Don't believe in any love, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. Now, listen, I get the most pessimistic of Leeds United fan or opposing fans might look at Leeds United and say, hang on a minute, Joe, you're just 2 points away from the drop zone. You're far from out of it yet, and many will say it is far from over, but I just see the change that this squad and this team and these performances have had under Javi Gracia have really buoyed my confidence. He has a 50% win rate in the 6 Premier League games he's had, and the 3 wins have come against teams that are in and around us in that bottom 8-9 teams, beating Forest at home. He hasn't lost at home yet, and that includes a game against high-flying Brighton. It's becoming a real fortress. I look at the rest of the fixtures that Leeds United have at Ellen Road and think, you know what, we'll get at least a point. A point in this game for both Leeds and Crystal Palace isn't probably a bad thing, but I think we should go all out and get 3 points. Gracia says the next most important thing to him is 3 points, and I agree with him completely. And look, of the 10 points that Gracia has achieved since coming in at Ellen Road, 7 of them have come in home games. Like I said, wins against Southampton and Forest and a great draw against Brighton. Also, folks, I like to look at some of the statistical data. I can be a little bit on the it's written in the stars kind of vibe at times. Who can forget that first season under Bielsa? But here's a decent stat for you, okay? Leeds United have won every home head-to-head encounter with Crystal Palace since the 2006-07 season. And if we were to lose, which I don't think we will, it'll be the first time ever we've lost a league double against Crystal Palace. So the history is on our side, Now, of course, Crystal Palace are a different outfit to what they were when they beat us earlier in the season. I remember that being a lot of people's first time of really questioning Jesse Marsh's tenure as Leeds boss, because it was evident in the game that Patrick Vieira had said to Eze, to Zaha, etc., listen, just go long, get in behind the fullbacks. They did that, they changed it, they won the game, and Jesse had no answer. Now it is a totally different makeup under Roy Hodgson. Listen, Roy Hodgson's first game, they beat a terrible Leicester side, but they had like 31 shots, 9 of them on target. And when you consider under Patrick Vieira prior to that, I think they registered for the first time ever in Premier League history, no shots on target in 3 games on the spin. So he has changed them. Do I expect them to get anywhere close to that amount of shots at Ellen Road? No, I don't. Because Leicester are a totally different team to what they once were. They were struggling, and that result got Brendan Rodgers the sack, Not only that as well, Roy Hodgson has a task on his hand in trying to turn around their away form. They have not won in 6 away from home, drawing 1 of them and losing 5. So a little bit like Nottingham Forest, their away form isn't great. coupled with the fact that Leeds United are flying at the minute for me. We look really, really strong. We look like we're in every single game, even the Arsenal one, when you consider we got spanked 4-1, we were in it. And Jack Harrison's just signed a new deal. If you're a betting man, woman, or them, or they, whatever, penguin, if you like, I would mark Jack Harrison to be involved in the goals, okay? Just signed a new deal. Put any sort of doubts behind him, wants to make history with Leeds United. And of course, against Nottingham Forest, it was his 4th goal contribution in as many games, okay? Scoring 3 and assisting 1. Grazia's been speaking him up. I know we as fans have, and I expect Jack Harrison to cook again. I do, in terms of lineup, do I expect Leeds United to potentially have the same lineup? I do. I'll share that with you now. Probably the only change I'm making from that lineup is Rodrigo. Now, I won't be surprised to see Patrick Bamford start, but I just think that's the first time in a hell of a long time that we have seen Patrick Bamford play as many minutes as that. You could argue as well that maybe Sinisterra might come out. I don't want him to, but what I'm saying is we know that Grazia will rotate. He said he would like to rotate if he has the options. Does he have the options to rotate with Bamford and Cini? Yeah, potentially. I would prefer Cini to play, though, because I believe he's a clutch player. He's a top player. He's one of our best technical gifted footballers that we had, in this squad. But it won't surprise me to see Nonto come back in. It might, we might even see Somerville. So it depends on how fit both Bamford and Cini are. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We know Voba's not going to be back. Grazia told us you won't see any changes in terms of the squad makeup. Of course, the lineup might look different. And what I want to see from Leeds United as well is, much like against Nottingham Forest, we won that midfield battle. We won that midfield battle, and I expect more of the same. I'm not sure who'll be in there. Will it be Riedewald? Will it be Jeffrey Schlupp? Decore in there as well. I just think that Leeds United, especially with Rocker and McKennie in their form of late, I think we win that midfield battle as well. And I want to say hat tip to whoever plays on that left-hand side, be it Sinisterra, be it Nonto. Joel Ward is not a great footballer. I'm expecting, remember Rafinha when he ended Cahill's career? I'm expecting whoever's on that left-hand side, be it Cini, be it Nonto, be it Somerville, be it Jack, to end Joel Ward's career. Because on the other side, Tyreek Mitchell, I do like Joachim Anderson, Guehi, good centre-backs defensively. They can look good. And of course, Roy Hodgson is, noted for his defensive capabilities. Maybe they'll try and sit in and try get us on the counter. Of course, Eze, he always plays well against Leeds United. I think the big thing for us, though, is that Wilfried Zaha has picked up a groin injury, so he's not going to be playing, which is great for us. Although Ayew is always full of running and definitely leaves everything out there, maybe without scoring, the goals that he maybe should. Who will start up top? Will it be Mateta? I'm not too sure. Could it be Edouard, who obviously came from Celtic? I mean, really, Crystal Palace don't score a lot of goals, and I'm not expecting them to, just suddenly change that against Leeds United. Look, I'm really confident going into this fixture, rightly so. Of course, I'm aware I can get carried away. I can get ahead of myself, but I genuinely look at these next few fixtures and think by May we could be safe. We genuinely could be safe, and it'd be a massive step towards that safety if Leeds United were to get 3 points at home against Crystal Palace. As I said, Javi Gracia's come in. He's won 50% of his games. It's become a bit of a fortress at Ellen Road, still yet to lose there. And Crystal Palace are in great spirits away from home. As I say, they are winless in 6 now, losing 5 of them as well. Of course, they had that new manager bounce with Roy Hodgson coming in, new attitude, atmosphere around the place. But Leicester really bad, and then Rodgers gets the sack. So I don't think we can read overly too much into that. I think Leeds United will win this game. Do I think we'll get a clean sheet? No, we very rarely do. Although, look, Forest has came from an error, but then again, we are very error prone. So I can't really say, we do gift chances. We don't want to be gifting free kicks or chances to Eze, to Elise. They're the two that I really pick out. But I think we can get at them. I do think they probably will score, so I'm going to go for a Leeds United 2-1 win. And we move then. And then we look ahead to Liverpool. And I genuinely believe as well that we can get at least a point against Liverpool. Things are looking good. I'm really, really positive. I think the majority of the fan bases as well. It's great to see, a real upturn in people's moods when it comes to Leeds United. There's the excitement when going into football games again, and long may it continue under Javi Gracia. Listen, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you tomorrow for another Leeds United video. Peace.